What is up, y'all? It's your boy Yaniki. We're going to be doing the Kaguarbachi Chapter 111 live reaction. Gonna go ahead and give this a nice little read. I don't think this will take too long because I'm expecting this chapter to be more action oriented. Left off. Is this the chapter where we have to say goodbye to a real one? I put it. I had the lighter on my hand. Oh, there. Got the lighter in case we got to light it up for the real one. Uh, Genuinely do not expect my boy to make it through. So, that being said, get to it. Ain't nothing else but to do it. Oh, wait. We're going to use Attack on Titan music here. All to silence is what I got playing in the background right now. All right. Yeah, see, we're starting with a flashback. That's already in. Light him up. Start with a flashback. It's Jover. Throughout history, mankind has been plagued by evildoers. Leading up to the Seitei War, my job was to kill them. It was a duty. Yeah, Alves, him living this long is impressive. Hey, what up, Mello? It was a duty shouldered by those who had honed their skills to eradicate evil and protect the vulnerable. But killing people is scary. I was afraid of severed flesh, and it was never ending. See, nah, bro. This lets me know that Iori's fear of the blood and stuff is inherited from Samura. Further highlighting that he's like the kind person, and that's why he was given the medic sword. Apex. Those scars. Are you Seichi Samura? So this is must be when they first met. Hey, what up, Tiger Blaster? All right, so we got Seichi Samura. Who are you? You can go home. He's performing his duty too. It's truly horrible, isn't it? But that's precisely why people like us must continue to wield the katana. Amid that pile of corpses, we felt a sense of mutual understanding. That was my first encounter with Akemura. Beyond all this, I'm convinced there's a peaceful world. The war changed him. Yeah, I think Soga's supposed to be like 17, 16 here too. They don't seem that far apart in age though either, so he's just getting started. The Magatsumi's black power heightens his own life force, instantly healing his wounds. But with our powers currently canceling each other out, the Sword Master's body is defenseless. Any wound he sustains, even if I do nothing, Samura's body will soon turn to ash. Oh, it will not heal. I read that in my head. What's up, Cameron Bailey? Remember, if nobody got me, Cameron Bailey got me. Even wounded, he's still hailed as the swiftest sword fighter. There's certainly no merit in letting him attack me. Uh-oh. Ooh, what is this one? Hold up, what we got going next? Thank you. And So Good just says, don't mention it. But what need is there for merit? He's a former comrade. The swordsman who stands before me is fully committed, mind, body, and soul. In that case, as a fellow sword fighter, I'll end this for you quickly. The shock of sheathing their swords sends rubble flying. That's been pulverized by the Magatsumi's evil energy, restored by the Tobimune's flames. And with the heat generated when they draw their swords, it melts. And we see flames, heat, just the amount of hot air just blowing, just creating a massive explosion. Oh man. We'd turn to Ash. Let me real quick look at this as a as a double page spread. This is, but we already know how this is about to go. The only reason Soga didn't learn the EI White Purity style was because he hated the founder. And we see that Soga's sword is covered in blood, and Samura's is as well. Hold on. Maybe not. The war cursed us. I wasn't able to face my daughter. Chihiro dispelled that curse. Also, I'm listening to a song called Reviver by James Lee and Figueroa. I don't know what it is, but it's fitting this perfect right now. So just, ooh, F in the chat. We need F's in the chat. Lighters up, boys. It's done. My boy's in half. He's been bisected. It is what it is. Today we lose a great one. F's in the chat, man. My boy is cooked. He's not sashimi. Is that so? Hey, and we see he did land a clean hit. He'll dispel yours too. See, my boy is turning to ash. Can we talk about the future? I'm sorry, Iori. It's going to have to wait a bit. We see the last feather flying. Oh! Did he do it? All right, so assuming I'm looking at this right, my man's had a feather by his daughter and swapped the sword with the feather at the last moment so that Tobimune would not fall into the Hishaku's hands and would land in his daughter's hands. Mr. Shiba, you work quickly. He's just getting started. What is this organization's missions? What's happening? What is the purpose of the Kabunabi? To eliminate threats to this country. This country is its citizens. I will eliminate every threat to our citizens. But first, I need to tidy up a few bothersome loose ends. This body and the eternal contracts. Okay. That look in his eyes, even at the brink of despair. He's just getting started. I should have chopped his head off. Reorganize the Kamunabi around me and the Magatsumi. We're going to be busy. We'll be taking care of everything you failed to achieve in the 18 years following the war. This corrupt world will know the power of the enchanted blades. Buddy. Buddy. All right. So I feel like the next two chapters are basically the close to this arc. And with that like in mind, I do think we're headed towards time skip territory. Maybe not a time skip, but I think a time skip is almost necessary. Because I think Chihiro has to really explore the Inten's true realm. but I also don't see a scenario where he can really do anything right now, right? So like the hero's not fighting him right now. That's not happening. Like that's not happening. Also, Fly Low is crazy, Alves. Like, yeah, the man's probably in hell, but damn, Fly Low is crazy. Hold on, like, oh man. Oh yeah, no, this man is doing a full blown dictator conquering the country. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh no. I also think that there's beauty in the fact that Iori is learning the EI purity white style and the actual hi little baby and the actual sword master has no interest in teaching women, which means by default she's going to have to like force him to teach her. So we're going to have to meet the EI purity white style guy. In fact, I think we're going to like the next step is his granddaughter Chihiro, Iori all tracking him down and getting like formal training. Obviously, they can just study under Uraha, but there's a difference between studying under the Uraha and studying under the master. Um, and as far as so, there's multiple ways to tag. Now, as far as her taking up this burden, though, I feel like because of who Soga is, right? This goes into like how Akimura moves. There's no way that because Samura stood up to him, Iori's a target anyway, right? Like he was ready to kill Hakuri, even though Hakuri is the reason the Rakazuchi was brought down, and he was still like, nah, he's related to him. He gotta go, which means Iori's on his he gotta go list, or she gotta go list. So whatever innate sorcery that she might have had is not ready for this. It's not ready for this guy. She's not prepared. It's not enough. She's gonna get packed. She needs an enchanted blade. Like it just is what it is in regard to that. Like it sucks that she's gonna be one of the combatants, and that's never what he wanted for her. But he also never wanted the fucking sword master to get free, and you see what it is, G. Yeah, like Soga's gonna be like I see him hunting down like high tier criminals. Um, shit. The question is we have Enten and we have Toby Mune. Um, and I believe they managed to secure Kumeyuri. The sword's techniques get expanded due to the mindset of the user and their understanding of the sword. So, in Iori's mind, this is the upside, right? Iori knows inherently Owl can cover the whole country, right? Owl can cover the whole country. She knows that. She knows that she can swap between the feathers. They're gonna tell her about how he was able to like revive people, all that other stuff. So, by all rights, she should be able to surpass her father just off like understanding of what the sword was capable of in his hands and then putting her own spin on it. Whether or not that's actually how it goes down, that's a whole other, story, but that's where we should be at. Like, yeah. This whole situation, man. So yeah, like the way I look at this, man, they need to do their job and actually stand up to somebody. Because man, I mean they're getting packed. The thing that I see, okay, so Kumayuri is in their possession, but contracted to that crazy little nigga. I think that Iori is gonna take up will want to because one, she was more than willing to grab the blade to protect the weird dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. But two, she wanted to be like Samura. Three, I think the fact that um she's gonna like build a friendship with Chihiro. Yep, Hirohiko. There we go. I knew his name was similar to Hakurui, so I was like, man, what is his name? But for the record, the theme song to Inertia is playing right now. So hold on. I'm sick of these damn AI things. They're all over the place now. It's almost impossible to click anywhere without stumbling on them. So annoying. Uh, so yeah, like with everything going on, I feel like it's almost obligatory. You taking that to the kitchen, baby? Okay. Oh no, you're gonna go sit with mommy and eat. Okay. Um, I think that she's going to want one. She's going to want to fight because that's going to be how she's going to be close to her dad, right? Like that's going to be how they get that closeness back is actually being around each other, etc. So I don't think I think she's gonna be cool um with just like standing by. I don't think that's who she is. Um, and it will kind of suck, right? Like I don't because I think we have to regroup. I think we need to get like Shar involved, not necessarily like involved, but like Chihiro took some pretty substantial wounds. I'm sure not everything was covered by Samura's flames. Shiba had to get everybody out of there. Um, what I'm worried about is how soon do we get to see Shiba job? Yes, she's gonna resent him. She's gonna be mad at him because it's gonna be that she's gonna understand, but she's going to still be mad about it because at the end of the day, she still did not get to have the time with her father that she wanted. Understanding doesn't erase pain; it just makes it easier to swallow. So she's not gonna be like just rolling that off the shoulders, like, oh well, I guess well, my dad had to do it that way, so I guess it's fine. Like, no, she's gonna feel some kind of way because she basically got her memory back. It's important to realize, like, she got her memory back, and then her dad had to leave and go die. They had like a lunch break together, and it wasn't even a break. It was a traumatic battleground. He like heals up a whole building, and then it's like, all right, Chihiro, we got to go to the Kaminabi headquarters. Deuces. And it's not like she's gonna be able to have a bunch of flashbacks to rely on. She got to live with her dad for 6 months of his life, of her life, and that's it. Like the last year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, was a fucking lie. Your mom was your aunt. Your real mom is dead. Your dad is now dead. All you have to remember him by is this blade. She will probably be way more lethal, way more lethal, way more lethal than Samura was with that blade. Like she'll be able to heal niggas, but that's not what them flames is for, buddy. Like it, man, the direction that Iori's character is probably taken in, like with the fact that Hirohuko, if I'm honest, I could see the Kumayuri contractor or Hirohuko getting killed by Soga because ultimately, even if he's willing to reshape the Kamunabi, I wouldn't be surprised if a good chunk of the Hishaku he just sees as like evil trash and needs to go. Especially with how his mind works, and he said he wanted to get rid of the eternal contracts. So we already know he's killing the other sword bearers. So I do think that Soga gets jumped. I don't think it's gonna be a pure 1v1 with your hero. But because I think that the trick with Akka is gonna be really important. Like, I think Akka is like the most important ability Inten has. I also think that even if Samura made sure to like stop it from decaying, I think he's still gonna have to reforge it. I don't think he got like a full like fix. So we'll see on that. Man, like there's so much potential here. Like with where the story can go, it's actually kind of baffling. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, and if I'm honest, when they go to jump, when they go to jump Soga, Shiba is dying. Shiba is not living to the end of the series because the big thing with Shiba is that he's been like he's helped a bunch throughout the series, but like this man is drowning in uncertainty and regret, and we know that he's considered like the pinnacle of base sorcery, not including enchanted weapons. And so at some point we have to see the payoff of that. We also got to see Miss Flamebone show back up because them saying like, "Oh, you get permission to do this, you get permission to do that." Like, there's a lot to go into this. So like the Kabunabi being taken control of by this crazy ass motherfucker, bro. Unspeakable horrors are about to be unleashed upon the people of Japan. Well, he did save Azami, so and I feel like Azami's not gonna die because he's gonna. I feel like Azami, Hiyuki, yeah, bro. Hiyuki being gone for so long is so crazy, but I'm sure she's gone for a reason. So when we bring Hiyuki back into this, we're gonna have to like actual exploration because like whatever the flame bone is, why it works the way it does, and why it's so powerful. Also, I'm wondering if flame bone required sacrificing of Hiyuki sorcery too or not. But yeah, no, like Hiyuki's gonna have to come back. That flame bone weapon's got to come into play. Um, and ultimately, this dude who betrayed the Kamunabi, I could see him giving Soga all this information and still getting packed, specifically because he's a traitor and can't be trusted. He either should have never agreed to that shit, or he should have like made his own move. But he worked with the Hishaku, which are criminals, and Soga has a pretty black and white view of the world. Exactly, like, and that's the thing is that like, if I'm honest, if they had told Soga, "You went too far, you got to die for the country," as zealous as he is, he might have been willing to do it. That's what makes this even crazier. Because they could have killed him and they chose not to let the other sword bearers live, and that's the biggest mistake. The thing is that Soga being in the story is like the end game. So the question becomes like, what targets? If you follow Soga for a while, let's say we take a My Hero page and we do like a My Villain Academia, and we follow Soga for like 15, 20 chapters. What you would do is kind of introduce multiple types of weapons, maybe like ancient scroll type things, like old magic, something to really drive home like how powerful this guy is, and then contrast him with some of the more hidden sorcerers. Because like when you think about Hakuri's father, he was actually a pretty strong sorcerer, given that he was able to maintain his sense of self the entire time he wielded the Magatumi, And when you got stuck in his space, he was actually really combat ready. So there are people who at least could keep up with N10. So you have people who can viably start to fight him and then get washed. He's We're probably going to see him like go against some jobbers. The thing about him that I find fascinating though is that because the Hishaku have the swords, I don't think he's just going to pull up on the other like enchanted sword bearers and be like, "Yeah, I'm just going to execute you." I think this is more of a, "Yeah, I'm pulling up on you. Here's your enchanted blade. You can follow me or you can fight me. I don't care which one. Figure it out. If you want to fight, we can do that right now." I think Soga. So everybody who kept their own sword leveled up, right? Like the stuff that Samura was doing, they straight up go like, "Well, nobody was on the battlefield, but I'm positive he couldn't do this during the war." And Doruha was confused at the idea of Samura having flames that could kill and revive him. So, from that perspective, everybody should be a little bit stronger. And then Soga's a freak. So, I mean, I am a little disappointed that the Pinky Promise has not come into play. I was hoping that the Pinky Promise would lead to something. Like, Soga's in uh, Yura's body still. So I was hoping, doing this would lead to exactly. Which actually, I'm wondering if Shiba stole Soga's original body, because then he has to stay in possession of Yura for the rest of the series, and that may be like a nerf to him, right? That they have Soga's real body, but even then, I don't know. I just don't know, and dude, I like that I don't know. That makes me very happy. Like just not knowing the direction that this is gonna take. We might finally have a series once again that I want to make videos about, and that's really good, man. Because like the spark was largely gone. I was trying to do stuff, but I didn't feel it. But Kaguarbachi, we're 111 chapters in. It's been my dessert for the past year, 2 years since my hero's gone. Yeah, we're back. We are so back. I cannot, man. I am gonna cut this one short just because I got a lot of ideas and I kind of want to organize them. I don't know if I'll make more videos about it or not, but I definitely want to make a video about Kaguarbachi just as a manga and why I like it. And I definitely want to talk about Samura. We didn't get, yeah, like, and the thing is that when they talked about it, it was like a buzz. Hey, I've been here since day one, so I might do another reread this week just because, dude, this shit is peak, and I want to be able to like see. I want to start like doing the theory craft. Man, get this shit off my screen. I don't need this anymore. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about this a lot. So whether it's a random short here or there on this series going forward, because I've been doing JJK shorts just because JJK is topical and I do still like the series, and obviously like Medulla's going on and I do enjoy Medulla. I'll probably do something on like that in its totality as well. Man, did I like this song? Yeah, this shit's a banger. Uh, Dude, it's so crazy because genuinely the first two chapters are so self-aware, but they're also designed to like, here on the surface level, take this. You like action, right? You like swords, you like killing, you like revenge. All right, cool. Now that's not what this series is just structured around. There's a whole lot more context for you, buddy. And like, yes, revenge matters, but hold on, we're gonna talk about the sins of the father and what would you think about that? What do you think about atoning for the sins of the father? What do you think about being held accountable for the sins of the father? What do you think about, yeah, like it's insane. I have so much respect for Hogazano. Like, just genuine respect for this series. Can't eat. You can't knock that, okay? But Daddy's gonna be off soon, okay? Yeah. So yeah, like I mean, they were supposed to kill the other sword bearers and other stuff, but yeah, I don't think any of this stuff is gonna actually like bite them in the ass. But yeah, dude, just chef's kiss. Yeah, let me go marinate on that and hang out with my kid, who's not gonna lose me to a sword battle. But ooh, bet put it in the Bocce Bros channel so I can look at that because I want to know what his process is, what he's thinking. If he left that info, that'd be kind of clutch. But I guess, man, if Hakuri could get the blades back, that'd be nice because they're gonna need every enchanted blade available to take on Soga. There's just no way. I even just ignoring like basic power scaling. I just don't see a world where N10 by itself is enough. Are you enjoying spinning? You're spinning. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna watch some LCS, hang out with my kid, and eat something because I didn't eat lunch. So, but yeah, I will see y'all next week. We'll be doing another live reaction. Um, bro, everybody's going through too much this arc. Everybody just, whew, man, like, what do they say? What do the kids say? Wallahi, I'm finished. Is that what they say on Twitter? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, appreciate you guys for coming out. Love you. See you next stream.